Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's time for the one show I always look forward to. The show that tells you the most incredible people doing the most amazing things right here in Orange County and how they market these unusual businesses with the woman who's been a coach for many of them, Ashley V., our sales coach. Welcome back.
That's right, everybody. Thank you, Paul. It's so wonderful to be back, guys. We have another awesome show for you today. We have Diamond 9 Sports. We're going to jump in it. They're a top sports cards company here in Orange County, Placentia. So let's welcome Gavin to the show. Welcome, Gavin.
How you guys doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, Gavin. So we have a lot to talk about today. Sports cards, Pokemon cards. You guys are selling it all. So we want to hear about it. So why don't you tell us, about your guys' business, how you guys got started and how you got into this field?
Okay, yeah. So my name's Gavin. Obviously, I'm the manager there. The two owners are Rob and Krista. Rob is a U.S. Navy veteran, and Krista is a Hungarian immigrant. So they,
wow.
Yeah, it's very,
cool.
Yeah, super interesting. But they got started at Diamond 9 at 2020. I got started there around 2021. And we've been going strong, selling sports cards, collectibles, Pokemon. What's interesting is Robert actually had a shop from 2000 to 2003 in Yorba Linda. Unfortunately closed down after 9/11 kind of killed the collectible scene. But now he reopened one, and it's super fun. We're a store and shop, or a show and shop, all in one. So every Wednesday and every Saturday we have card shows, where
wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, people pay us by the table, and they sell their own cards.
So you guys have like a huge location in Placentia.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so we have a 8,000 square feet location in Placentia. 1850 North Placentia Avenue is our location. So, and like I said,
make sure you go there, guys.
Yeah, you guys should go there. But like I said, I mean, it's kind of like I've heard people say, oh, it reminds me of like Wall Street during the stock exchange and stuff like that. Like people are running around making deals, buying, selling, trading. So it's super fun.
So how did you guys get into sports cards? You guys like huge sports fans?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Robert got into sports cards. I mean, huge sports fan. I mean, he's been collecting since the 80s for about 30-40 years now. So I personally got into collecting what is it, 2026, 5 years ago, ever since I started working there. So sports cards to me were always just the team set. You got at Angel Stadium, me and my dad, my brother, big Angel fan, so we'd always get one every year. But now it's more diverse than that. I mean, it's players I've never heard of. It's tobacco cards from the 1800s all the way up to
what's tobacco cards?
So sports cards actually used to come in packs of cigarettes, believe it or not. So
wow,
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. So instead of packs of baseball cards with a stick of gum from the 80s and 90s, they started off in cigarette packs. So guys like Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, T206 is what the set.
That's a neat marketing strategy.
Super, right? I mean,
because everybody was smoking cigarettes.
Exactly. So everybody was getting
some cards with it.
Yeah.
Cool. So they sold them together. So the cards, sports cards, like, how do you know what's valuable? Like, what card is more valuable versus like others? It depends on the type of player or how long you've had the card, or
absolutely.
How does it work?
Yeah. So I made the analogy of a stock market earlier. So it's kind of like that. If a player's doing well, it's a rising rookie. He's young. He's electric. Everybody loves him. The prices are going to go up. The demand for them is going to go up. So, and then you guys. You have, the stars that are fading out. I hate to say it, but Mike Trout, his prices were unbelievable during COVID. Now they're, dropping and dropping.
What kind of prices were they?
I mean, a graded PSA 10 rookie of his during COVID was probably peaking around 7,000 upwards.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and now, I mean, you can find one for a couple $100.
Really?
Yeah. It's a bummer to see his prices fall, but makes it more affordable for, people that don't have so much cash on them. So
that's interesting. So it depends on what kind of card you have too.
Exactly. It depends on what kind of card you have. In my shop I get a lot of people that try to sell their cards and collectibles off to us, and I have a lot of older gentlemen come in with 80s and 90s stuff, but unfortunately that stuff was the junk wax era. So it's called the junk wax era because it was produced so much that there's just millions and millions and crazy numbers of them that they're not worth anything. They were printed so much that they kind of lost their worth. So nowadays, companies are trying to avoid that, but every once in a while you can find like a 89 Upper Deck Ken Griffey from the junk wax era, but still demands a pretty good price, you know, $70. If you get a PSA 10, which is graded, that one goes for thousands. So
Wow.
Yeah.
What is this PSA 10?
so a PSA 10 is kind of the holy grail for any card. Any card. I mean, sports, Pokemon, Digimon, whatever it may be. So PSA is a grading company. They take professionals and they look at the card, the edges, the corners, the surface, the centering of the card, and they give it a number grade 1 through
Wow.
10.
Huh.
So it's really interesting. A lot of intricate details. I mean, they
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
it, you know, kind of, I think of it like scientists look at it with a microscope. It's pretty sweet.
So it's better if the card is like brand new. It hasn't been like, sent around a lot. And dirty
Absolutely.
and
Yeah,
ripped up.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it's like any other collectible, you know, if you got a comic book and it's ripped up and the dog chewed on it, obviously it's not going to be worth as much as the one that's been in a sleeve, it's been dusted every day, stuff like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
I'm listening fascinated to this because we talked offline how I was handed a collection of 1930s baseball cards as a little kid, and I've kept them precious and wrapped up, and they're in pristine shape. But I show them to people, and they're like, I never heard of any of these teams. I never heard of these players. So would those cards, even though they're old, have less value than a current hot star?
I
Maybe.
mean, very, very rarely, actually. I mean, the 1930s stuff it's exploding as we speak. I
Oh,
mean,
good.
that stuff just
There you
keeps
go, Paul.
going
You can
up.
sell your cards.
It's on my cards. I'm going to bring them up.
Yeah, Paul, come on down.
The Boston Braves and Jimmy Fox, and I have all these other ones there. And
Yeah.
this kid just gave me, because it was the 1960s. Then I'm a little kid, and he was 18 or 20. His dad had collected them, and it meant nothing to him. Cards have come along.
Oh,
He
so
just
interesting, huh?
gave them away like, here, kid, take these.
You didn't
Hey.
know, like, in the future it's going to be valuable.
Exactly. Nobody
Wow.
knows.
And a million times my parents wanted to throw them out or get rid of them, and
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
who needs any of this stuff here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it's like, it depends on what kind of card you had specifically. Like, I like Michael Jordan.
Okay.
What's his card value worth?
I mean,
There
played.
isn't one. There's lots of cards.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
so many
yeah.
different
His
cards. I
rookie
mean,
card.
so his rookie card, the 1986 Fleer,
Mm-hmm.
depending on condition, I mean, that can go from hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, depending on. Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
and then but there's also
Oh my
like,
gosh.
here's one like 1991 Upper Deck Collector's Choice, Michael Jordan. That one's probably $1 or $2. So he has so many different cards that, I mean, he's got, there's cards with patches of his jersey, his game-worn jersey. There's, Michael Jordan autograph cards out there. So
Yeah. And he
It's-
has different teams he was on.
And why do
different
people
jerseys.
collect? I just held on to these because I was just starstruck. A kid gave me these, and I don't know, it was special. I didn't even know hardly this kid. He's 18, I'm 6, and so he hands these to me.
Oh, nice,
But
nice.
are people all looking? Because I remember the 80s and 90s, everybody's buying them left and right, and they were overproducing them because we all thought we were going to make millions. Is it just about making money, or is it about I love the sport and I love just these items? Because a lot of people collect things, old bikes or whatever. It might not be for the money alone. It's because they love those items.
yeah, and I
Collect
mean,
cars or whatever. Yeah.
that's the best part about this industry. One of my mentors once told me, buy what you like. And I kind of took that to heart. There was a point in my career when I was, buying, trying to flip, trying to make a quick $20. That's what a lot of people do. They try and flip the card. But there is true collectors out there. Like me. I mean, I collect guys that nobody else collects. And that's the best part. You can either collect what you like. You can buy and try and flip. Guys buy a card, put it in a, lock deposit box and keep it for 20 years and see if it goes up. It all depends. That's the beauty of the industry and the hobby is you can go a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
Now,
for
the
sure.
other, you open the door to the other segment I wanted to talk about. It ain't just baseball cards anymore, folks. It's Pokemon cards. And
Yeah.
a whole
Oh
bunch
my
of other cards.
God.
Talk about that crazy phenomenon.
Yeah, so I mean,
There's something to me that seems worthless. I don't look up to the baseball player or the basketball player and say, wow, I want to, I appreciate how great he was. I don't even know who the Pokemon characters are. Why would I collect them?
Paul, I thought you have a bunch of these
No,
cards.
that missed me.
you strike me as a Pokemon guy. But yeah, I mean, even I started working at Diamond Eye at 2021. That was it. We were 90% sports then. Now, I mean, this year our Pokemon sales are through the roof. We have people,
Wow.
I mean, on a release day of a certain Pokemon product, we have people lining up outdoors before we open
Oh my
to get the
gosh.
product.
That's
I mean, it
crazy.
is just crazy. And people look at it. A main reason why
Who
people,
are these people?
And why do
Just-
they collect Pokemon
yeah,
cards?
customers. I mean, we have a great customer base. I mean, so many regulars come back. You know,
Are
they're
they
so nice.
adults or teenagers?
Mostly adults, yeah. Mostly adults, but like I said, another great part of the hobby is you can be 5 years old collecting, you could be 70 years old collecting. It
So
doesn't
what is
matter.
the appeal of collecting Pokemon cards? Because obviously you're not following the player. You didn't see them out on the field.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, Pokemon cards have it's crazy. So that's what I was going to get into is, you know, players in any sports can tear an ACL. They can make a mistake and go to jail. They can, you know, have a career-ending injury.
Which damages the value of their reputation in that
Exactly.
card. Right.
Exactly.
Wow.
That damages their reputation. People are like, "Oh, I don't want to collect you anymore. I don't want to pay big bucks for you anymore." Do you think Charizard, who is a Pokemon character, is going to go out and tear his
I
ACL?
don't think so.
No, he's not.
Or
So
get thrown in jail. or
yeah,
whatever.
get thrown in jail, anything like that. So people are seeing that and like, hey, these Pokemon cards are either going up in value or steadily, you know, being consistent instead of running the risk of having a player injure
But
themselves.
there must be people that buy them just because they think it's cool.
Exactly. There's also that. So that's, like I said, another beauty of the hobby is, you know, we have kids coming in here. Oh, I like the cute cards.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the pink cards. I like Pikachu. I like Squirtle. So, you know, it's just, it's all over.
What's,
It is
what's
all
the
over.
most valuable Pokemon card or character?
Probably a first edition Shadowless Charizard, PSA 10. I mean, that
I
one,
know he's speaking English, but I have no idea what he's saying. here. Right.
to, you know, to
How
some,
much is it worth?
I mean, I haven't seen one in person, obviously, because it's so rare, but millions of dollars.
Millions.
For a
millions.
freaking card.
For a
Go home
piece
and
of
look through your
cardboard.
Pokemon
Oh my
cards.
God,
Yeah.
Pokemon cards.
If you got them,
Wow.
check them out.
Because I understand, like, the, you know, athletes, like football player, baseball, basketball, like, those are awesome. Like, some of my family used to have cards, you know, and, like, collect them for fun for their favorite athletes. But Pokemon is like a cartoon.
Yeah.
It's way different.
Yeah, it's way different. I mean, when
That's what confused me, but
How
Yeah.
about comic
Big
books? There's another.
industry.
I've got a bunch of old comic books from the 60s, a bunch of old Marvel comic books too I kept.
yeah, I mean, comic books, those,
Thor and Spider-Man.
yeah, I mean, those sell well. I mean, we don't do too much in the comic book industry, but I know a few shops that have a ton of them and they sell them really well.
I'm trying to think about
Wow.
so cards of some sort, Pokemon, baseball, basketball. Most sports. Why is baseball such the dominant? Is that because it just started? I don't see a lot of people collecting football cards or
Yeah.
soccer cards or.
I think baseball is just so dominant because it kind of started the whole thing. You know,
Right.
going back to the
Okay.
1800s with the tobacco cards, there was no football tobacco cards. It was all baseball because that was
Right.
it's also America's pastime. So you have to take that into account. I mean, baseball's been around since the 1800s. Football probably
Wow.
too, but you know.
what other sports you guys have? Golf, hockey?
Oh, I mean, we have everything. We
Golf cards? No,
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
collects a golf
No,
card.
you'd be surprised now. The Tiger Woods rookie at one point was
Tiger.
going for plethora, a great amount.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I mean, there's
So
baseball cards, basketball, football. I was just opening Winter Olympics cards,
Oh my
trying to
God.
pull,
Winter
you know,
Olympics
Chloe
cards.
Kim, Alyssa Liu, you know. I
Oh,
mean,
that's neat.
they have
Huh.
Marvel cards. Yeah, they have soccer, everything. I even saw lacrosse cards.
Look, oh, come on,
Lacrosse cards. Come on.
I don't even know how to play lacrosse. Much less who plays.
Yeah.
All right, so cards are crazy. Any other stuff that could, because people collect everything these days. Hard Rock Cafe pins.
Oh yeah.
You name it.
Yeah.
Stamps,
So
we were saying,
that's awesome. Like
Antiques.
yeah, antiques are a big one. My uncle's a big antique collector, but we have shows, not just sports cards, but we also have like video game shows. We host our space for video game shows, toy shows, Disney pin shows. Those are crazy.
Disney pins.
Disney
right.
pins. Oh my gosh. I mean, we don't sell any. We don't even stock them, but when the show comes into town, it is busy in there.
Wow.
It's crazy.
And you guys have a bunch of events you're doing too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we have shows every Wednesday and every Saturday down at our spot.
Awesome.
And they just they get
So
crazy.
it's not just a store with a bunch of showcases filled with stuff where you buy and sell it or trade it. It's actually a space, a place that you put on events and other people can buy and trade and sell stuff.
Yeah. So, like I said, shows every Wednesday and every Saturday, and then if we kind of give our space up for the community for free, so team award ceremonies, team fundraisers, meetings, anything like that. We allow people to come in and use our space on us, just to
Wow, that
a
is
great
really
thing.
nice.
yeah, it's pretty sweet. So we do that, like I said, the
And why
Disney pin
Placentia?
shows.
Is this a hot spot for baseball card? Or that's just where they live?
It's kind of just where they popped up one day. I would have to ask Robert why he chose the spot, but he kind of had the idea of being a show and a store all in one spot.
So it's like an event place.
Exactly, it's like an event place, but
Cool.
obviously we have our business, but like I said, we give up our space for the community.
And so the people can just go there and hang out and trade cards with each other.
Yeah,
Things like that.
Yeah, on my shift yesterday, I was working behind the counter, and I had these two gentlemen come in, and they wanted to play a couple matches of Pokemon. I said, yeah, sure. I mean, like I said, we have 86 tables. They were, sat at a table for about 2 hours and just played
that's
for free.
awesome.
We didn't charge them a dime. So,
Wow.
Super cool.
yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon and that's what I think is interesting, because nowadays with this economy, people are trying to make extra cash, and they're looking for things to steal, sell, whatever. Like I've seen on the news some break-ins stealing Pokemon cards at
What?
some stores.
Yeah, it
in
is.
Orange County,
But for
LA.
every success
'Cause
of
it's
Pokemon, there's
valuable.
the pet rock phenomenon or something where people, or Beanie Babies or other things that they bought through the years that didn't hold their value.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of collectibles that never took off, or maybe took off for a couple of years and just died down.
Right.
But
But
mean,
the cards are continuing always.
oh yeah, cards are gonna. I feel like
It's a good investment.
it's a great investment, especially if you got the inside scoop, you invest in the right player. I mean, I bought a Shohei Ohtani 2021 for about $10. I just sold it a week ago for 130.
See?
Wow.
So
look
yeah,
at that.
yeah, and I mean that was just a
Cool,
regular Ohtani. It wasn't a rookie. It wasn't an autograph. Now think of the big ones. So, but yeah, going back to your point about thieves, I mean it's a huge problem in the hobby. I mean, I know a ton of stores have been broken into. Ours has, personally, been broken into twice now. We had to put up gates. I've caught two thieves. I had to run out the store and chase one down. Actually, that was pretty funny. And then another gentleman stuffed a card down his sleeve, and I took it out of his sleeve. Yeah,
Oh my God.
there's video of that on our.
It's a hot market.
It
for
is.
Sure, the cards.
Yeah.
So that's the premise of this show. If people, these unusual businesses that Ashley brings in, I never knew or thought of half of these businesses. If you can market your business, why are we all struggling to market ours? How do you market a sport? Do they just yours might be that easy. You just open it up and all these people just come because they're looking for this. Or do you have to go out of your way to attract new people into the store?
Yeah, well, I mean, luckily Robert started doing these shows before COVID. So instead of having a storefront, he just did rotating shows like at the Elks Lodge, at other places, and he built up a pretty good clientele there.
Right.
And so when he opened his store, a big part of it was social media. I mean, kind of just getting the word out. We live in a time where social media is just, it explodes.
Isn't that
and
the truth? Yeah.
You can just pass on information, and like, it's like a big game of telephone. If I tell Ashley here, hey, there's a sports card store in Placentia, we should go, and she has a good time, she's going to go tell her friends, hey, are you guys in sports cards? And so on and so forth. So
And she's got a big network. She's got a big group of
Exactly.
people that follow her.
exactly.
Right. And then what's your guys' handles too for social media?
Oh yeah, so we have an Instagram. It is diamond_9, the number 9_sports. So you can follow us there. We post all our updates, our shows, anything that's coming into town on there. And then our website, which has a calendar of all our events, is d9sportscards.com. So
There you go.
yep,
Right.
yeah,
D9sportscards.com.
really, really straightforward. I mean, if you guys can
So Ashley,
maneuver that one.
if we all go back to your house and we look through your drawers, what do we find stuffed in the boxes in the closet from when you were a little kid? Barbies or Bratz or Pokemon. What is it that you still can't let go of? You're still holding on to?
I do have Barbies, Cabbage Patch Kids.
See?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I guess I'll admit it. I
Come
have
on,
some
let's
new
all-
kids on the block.
Oh, you're a new kid on the block. Okay, that says
There
a lot
you
about
go.
you. Right.
Yeah.
I was a big fan.
Which one did you like the most?
I like Jordan.
Okay, all right.
And I like Michael Jordan.
Hey, there
See,
you go.
Continuity here.
Yep.
Yeah, no, but it's fun collecting. I think it's about having fun. It's like neat to just collect them and see. It's like, wow, my favorite athlete, my favorite singer. And then when it makes money, you're like, wow, even, cool.
Even better.
You can
Even
do that
better. Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Mhm.
And I mean, personally, I collect. If you've ever heard of them, Mickey Moniak and Peter Borges.
Who?
Now,
What?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not the Shohei Otanis of the world. It's not the Mike Trouts of the world. But
Right.
I can go on eBay and buy a Mickey Moniak numbered to 5, only 5 made for $20, and I'm the happiest kid in the world.
Because you got one of the 5.
Because I got one of the 5.
And who is he?
So he's a former #1 overall pick to the Phillies. He was traded to the Angels, and that's kind of when he was traded to the Angels. I kind of started following him more. He's from San Diego, so a local guy, but I mean, he's really awesome. He's got he's fun to watch. He's young. He's energetic. He's got great taste in music, and so I started following him with the Angels, and then unfortunately he was cut from the Angels. After the Angels cut him, he went on to the Rockies, and he had a career year. So I was like, hey, I've been
I'm
this
with
guy.
you.
Yeah,
All the way.
I like the underdogs. I'm not a big Ohtani guy. I'm not a big Mike Trout guy. I'm more the guys that kind of people forget about or pass to the side. I'm like, oh, bring them here. I like those guys. So
So you're a big fan of them.
big fan of them. Yep, Mickey
Nice.
Moniak, Peter Borges. Those are my 2 big guys.
We'll do a shout out to. We've had a couple of big baseball players in here through the years. One of our show hosts, Charlie Hedges, his son is Austin Hedges from South County, and he was a catcher for the San Diego Padres, and then for the what was it?
Cleveland Guardians.
Cleveland Guardians is
Yep.
where he's at now. I got a pennant, but he was with the pennant. Where it's up here in the studio somewhere here.
Oh, that is so cool, Paul.
Anyway, yeah, he's
That
been
is
in a couple
awesome.
times. He was a local kid that made good here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to watch, like over the years, how the athletes are playing and stuff like this, and like, what about Kobe Bryant cards? I've been seeing those around lately.
Okay. Yeah.
Different stores.
Kobe Bryant. So unfortunately, he did pass away, and he's a unique story in the hobby. When he was still alive before his tragic death, you could get a Kobe Bryant autograph for $200. Pretty dang cheap for one of the GOATs, right? After he passed away in a couple years ago.
That was,
whenever that was, I mean, his prices skyrocketed.
Wow.
Really?
It is absolutely insane, and I mean, you can't get autographs anymore, and that's mainly the reason why they skyrocketed. And
Is
I mean,
it a real autograph? Or
it is
like
a real
printed?
autograph. No, it is. He had the card in his hand. He signed it, and signed another one and signed another one. Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, they exploded. It is crazy. I mean, his rookies, depending on the rookie, I just sold one of his rookies for $500.
There's no more. There's never going to
my
sign it
gosh.
again.
Exactly. Yep. I mean,
Wow.
they're just so if you were a Kobe Bryant fan, I would be buying up.
Yeah.
Well,
All
we
the
should
cards.
get cards for Ashley V. We've always thought about you should have collectible coaching cards, and on
That
the back
would be
little,
awesome.
little sales tips or
I'm
something on
gonna
the back.
make my
there.
own cards, everybody,
Yeah.
with my face, different
Yeah.
hand
And then little
motions.
sales tips on the back.
Exactly.
Little
Sales
strategies.
tips.
Yes,
Yeah.
big time. That is a great
I'm
idea.
gonna sell it at Diamond 9.
Come on by. We got Ashley rookie cards in stock soon.
All right, so give us again where it's at and how do we find you?
Yeah,
and,
so we're at we're Diamond 9 Sports, 1850 North Placentia Avenue in Placentia, California. Our Instagram is diamond_9, like the number _sports. And then our website is d9sportscards.com. Come check us out. We have shows every Wednesday and every Saturday. Wednesday from 3 to 9. Saturday from 10 to 6. Busy. It is such a good time. Come on down. Even if you aren't into sports cards, just
check
to learn about it.
Yeah,
Check it out.
Learn about it.
Yeah.
And you might buy an Ashley V rookie card while it's still
One day
affordable.
while it's still hot.
That's a good idea, Paul. That's a good idea. Stay
Absolutely.
tuned, guys.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Thank
here
you so
today.
much,
Thank you so
Gavin.
much. Yeah, thanks for
Everybody
having
go to their
us.
store. Make sure you go there, Placentia.
Have a good one. Thank you.
I tell you, she finds the most unusual businesses doing the most amazing things. If they can market themselves, maybe there's hope for us. Right here in Orange County's only hopeful radio station, OC Talk Radio, streaming live from our studios here at the University of California, Irvine's Beale Applied Innovation Center.